answering your questions about retirement. It's Money Talk with Michael Eastham.
I'm in my mid-50s and won't retire for another 10 to 15 years. Do you think Social Security is still going to be around? If it is, when is a good time to start?
Will Social Security be around in 10 to 15 years? Look, that is an age-old question, and I have to tell you, I talk about this up front at my Social Security workshops and on our webinars. And I also get this question quite a bit when I'm meeting with people in my office. And so it's a good question, but I also have to think about it logically. You know, I think that if you're going to have changes to Social Security, first of all, there's going to be a line in the sand. People who are already starting Social Security are going to be less affected than people who have not started Social Security. So there is that risk. But I do believe that Social Security is going to be around in some form or fashion because I think the political ramifications are way too complex and they're way too dangerous. Social Security is a contract with the American people. And so that's one of the biggest reasons why I believe it's going to be there in some form or fashion. Think about it for a second. If you are a politician, then one of your primary goals after you've been in office for a year is to get reelected. So are you going to want to be the person who voted on shutting down Social Security or significantly impacting it in a negative way so that people who are receiving Social Security don't have the money that they used to have? I think not. I think the goal is to try to continue to kick that can down the road and not have to worry about it or make little tweaks to it. I will also say that mathematically, the Social Security Administration or the government they are making changes to try to shore up the strength of Social Security so that that becomes less and less of an issue, or the concern becomes less and less of an issue. Just a simple example is that the amount of salary that is used to pay into the Social Security system increases every single year. And so that number means that there's going to be more money going into the system, all right? But there are also some serious concerns that have to be thought of, dealt with as well. Again, too much detail for this particular video, but suffice it to say, there's a pretty strong probability that it's going to be there in some form or fashion. So to neglect Social Security in your planning would be a bad thing. Now, very quickly, when to start Social Security is going to depend a lot on your entire financial plan. In other words, as a fiduciary, I can't tell you when to start. I'd be committing financial malpractice if I told you when to start on this video because I know nothing about the context of your overall financial situation. We need to know things like how much do you have in assets? How much income are you generating from those assets? Do you have a pension? What's your life expectancy? What's your spouse's life expectancy? Hopefully that helps you see that it is a complex situation, a complex question, and to help you understand what makes the most sense for yourself and your family, I would encourage you to reach out, schedule a meeting, and we'll be happy to pull all those data points together so that you can make an informed decision about when's the best time for you to optimize and plan for Social Security. Thanks so much for that question.
If you've got a financial question you'd like to have answered, click on the link below to submit your question. You may hear your answer on an upcoming edition of Money Talk.